I grew up Muslim. I know what it feels like to love your faith and want to obey God sincerely. I also know how certain teachings land emotionally, not just intellectually. From a young age, I was taught clear boundaries about who I could trust and who I couldn't. Verses and hadith were explained to me as warnings. Don't take Jews or Christians as allies. Don't initiate greetings of peace. Don't soften your heart toward those outside the ummah. To me, this wasn't about hate. It was about obedience and fear of misguidance. I remember being in the West Bank helping my family harvest olives. I saw a Jewish family nearby and, without thinking deeply, suggested something friendly. The reaction was immediate and serious. I was warned never to say something like that again. That moment taught me how deeply these lines were drawn. Growing up, I also learned eschatological teachings about the end times, where conflict with Jews was framed as inevitable and even necessary. When you're raised with that worldview, a strong Jewish presence doesn't feel like a political issue. It feels like a theological threat. That's when I started asking hard questions. What does this do to the human heart? What kind of peace is even possible if theology itself makes peace feel disobedient? What changed me wasn't politics. It wasn't arguments. It was encountering a different moral vision, one that broke down hostility instead of reinforcing it. I had to unlearn things I thought were piety. That wasn't easy. I'm sharing this because I know how Muslims feel when these topics come up. Defensive, misunderstood, judged. That's not my goal. My hope is simpler, that we can honestly examine how ideas shape us and whether they lead us toward love of neighbor or permanent division. Because real peace doesn't start with borders. It starts with the heart.